Right, folks. Calling to order our select board meeting for November 3rd. Let's just make sure that we are live. Are you checking?
Looking right now. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I couldn't connect, but I don't want to take. We're all present. Oh, we don't have a town clerk tonight. She is getting ready for the elections. They'll be here tomorrow from 8 to 8. So don't forget to get out and vote for the referendum questions. That. Next on the agenda would be to review and approve the agenda, which I have looked at. Have you looked at?
Yeah, I'm just making sure I have the updated one. I do. Yep.
Okay, yep, sounds good. Motion to approve?
I'll second.
All in favor? Jeff, did you get a copy?
No, I did not.
Okay.
You have a copy?
Yeah, you can have this one. I think I have one left in the, on the printer, probably. Yep. Next. Let me just pull it up now. This is not the updated one, though.
Oh, no, I didn't mind you.
Yeah, isn't that interesting? All right, I'll be right back. You got the updated one? Did you send that to us?
The agenda?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have the old one, hold on.
I didn't get it either. The updated.
Send it at 4:21.
Yeah, no, I didn't print another one out, so.
Oh, yeah, it's here.
All right.
421. Came in at 421.
Okay. So the next thing on our agenda would be to review and approve the minutes that we have. Have you had a chance to go over them? Okay. I'll make a motion that we approve the agenda, the select board minutes as written for October 27th, 2025.
I'll second.
And all in favor? Okay, I'll sign, put it right back in here. I don't know what we'll do about that, let's see. That's interesting, because the one that came in at, I'm looking for
The
the,
tag team the earlier email, that's how I found it.
really?
Yeah. This next is warrant article.
Came in at 4:20. All right, bills to be paid.
Have it up if you want me to run through it.
Where is it though? It was in here.
I have it on my desk. I looked at it.
You did? Maybe you left it on your desk when you went. Yeah, why don't you run through it? Oh,
Yeah.
I got it, it's in the very back. Very back. All
We
right,
had the 23,000 for Sockeye Rescue. That's the October and November installments. 5,000 for Eastern Salt, 4,300 for Tuck Earthworks, for Mudgett, Hussey, and Down Trees, Cornish Hardware for the culverts. We had some signage, some dead end and school bus signs that we had to purchase. Portland Veterinary Emergency Hospital, Secretary of State, the BMV report, treasurer report, another treasurer report, and the York County Registry of Deeds, all in $42,386.77.
Okay. Portland vet, yeah, that was emergency case. Okay. Just gonna finish up that page, and then we've got that one. Ads. The only ad we have is an ad that's going to be going into the paper for this coming week, asking for donations of non-perishable items for our food pantry that we do with Youthful Maine. That'll be the only ad in that we have this week. No reports have come through. Upcoming meetings, there is a planning board workshop Wednesday at 6 o'clock.
Are you gonna be there?
I can be, I think, yeah.
I know Aaron's not around. I don't know if we need to be there for the workshop. I don't know what they're working on.
Yeah, I don't either. I haven't seen the agenda. I'm not sure that it came through yet. So.
I know the only thing that they said that they had was someone is looking to build, and they met with Norm, and then they wanted to meet with the planning board as well to do like a pre-application meeting. So that was the only thing I know of, but I haven't seen anything from Desiree in terms of an agenda or anything to post yet.
Yeah, I did text her about coming in on Thursday, but she didn't respond to that either. So maybe she was going to go away. Maybe oh no, she should be back. Okay, discussion items. Bob Consul, who is our new assessor, his business is Atlantic Valuation Services, AVS, started today. His office is located in the code enforcement office, and he was here all day Monday. I don't know if he's going to be here on a regular basis on Monday. He hasn't actually said, but he was busy getting set up, going through files, and I think just kind of determining how his space will fit in to the rest of the town hall. We did have a couple of people come in, and I sent them into the office so he could talk to them. And I think that's going to work well for us. A poll permit we have to sign. These come in periodically when people move in and need their electricity. This is the intersection of Banks Road and Victory Lane, and Central Maine Power gets them. I think Danielle pretty much keeps record of the poll permits. I know we had a file on them somewhere, so keep that together. We had a resident ask about taking the firewood ash trees that fell down on some town property. I know in the past Maya has said it's okay for people to take some of that wood for firewood, if, even if they're on the like the salt and sand shed sites. So we'll give him the okay. He wanted to check in with us before he did that. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, yeah, and that was the GoDaddy thing. You talked to Danielle about that, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna give them a call on Thursday when I'm
Okay,
here.
sounds good. We also have 2 abatements to sign, and those were, not for tonight. That's homestead exemptions that were not given on their tax bills. So those were taken care of for 2 people. Okay. And these guys wanted to get their taxes paid while they still have that 2% discount, so they were able to get in and do that. food insecurity. Well, there's a lot of talk about that. It's because of the SNAP benefits not being given out this month. Most of the local towns, if not all of the local towns, are putting up boxes for food donations, putting notices up on their websites, and Text My Gov. Cornish uses that as well as we do. Just putting notices out there. If you are voting tomorrow, there's going to be food boxes set up, not only here in Parsonsfield, but the other local towns as well, to donate the non-perishable items. Food that we get, we'll probably put in with our Youthful Maine Food Pantry, which is going to be on the 20th of November at 1 o'clock. It's been at 3, but we're moving it up earlier. So 1 o'clock on the 20th. And I think Riverside Food Pantry has theirs Friday. And they're also adding one on Saturday for people who work Monday through Friday, so people can get in there. What time was that again?
Yeah, so the emergency food pantry for Riverside is Saturday the 8th, 9:30 to 11 a.m. I sent you guys a draft, once everybody takes a look at it, that's going to go out. It's going to list the 2 local food pantries as well as the Youthful Maine food distribution. It also has information on our general assistance program. So all that information is going to go out it's on the website currently. Also, the Maine Humane resources that are available for pet and farm animal resources. There's a link out there. I stole shamelessly from a neighboring town and adapted it to our website. So all the links are updated, but the information about when those food pantries are locally is going to be on there as well as on our website. And then we'll also post that to Facebook.
Did you put on, there's one in Ossipee as well. There's an Ossipee food pantry.
I did not post
Okay.
any of the Ossipee one.
Okay, I can get that information if we want to add it. But that's pretty close to, there's people out here, so we might want to add it. The Trio module, do you want to talk about that, Aaron?
Yeah, I left that on there because we didn't really make a decision other than to say how expensive it was. I think we need to decide what we're going to do with that because, it's something that we contractually agreed to do. So I just wanted to get an idea if that's something that we need to move forward with. Do we need to make sure that we have enough funds in the account for that? Like, where do we stand moving forward with that request?
I know we did say we were going to do that.
Yeah.
Right, and in terms of funding, what account will that come out of?
We have one set up for software. I just, for computer that
Right.
I don't know.
Is there enough in there, though? That would be,
There should be. But what I can do is on Thursday when I'm here, I can get with Danielle to make sure that that's the case. And then we can put it on the agenda to sign on Monday.
okay.
Not gonna be here on Thursday.
Oh, you're not going to?
I'll be here in the morning.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah. I just gotta get the kids off the bus, that's all. So
Okay.
I'll be here till at the very least lunch, so.
Okay. That sounds good. Yeah, I think we said we would do that, so
Yeah, it was part of the
I
contract.
think it's more expensive, though, than when we agreed to do it last year, wasn't it? Isn't it?
I think it's, $1,000 more than we
Yeah.
expected it to be,
Yeah.
so.
That kind of ties into the computer purchase as well. I know that the assessor is looking for a computer. So buy a laptop?
Well, we had agreed to buy a laptop, but I don't know if that makes sense. I think Danielle's happy with her current system, so I think it may be cheaper for us to look at doing an all-in-one. Like we did for I checked with Bob, he does not need a lot of storage.
Okay. Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
so he said that most of it's online, cloud storage based that he has, so I think we'd be good to go there. So I wanted to, I was hoping she'd be here, but I forgot that tomorrow is the election, so
Right.
she's running around. But
Okay.
I was going to check with her to see if she was okay with us moving forward that way. Sounded like she was, but
Yeah, I think she might be.
yeah.
The other thing to think about is if we do hire a secretary for Planning Board and Zoning Board of Appeals, I know Desiree was using her computer,
Right,
but it might be, a laptop might come in there. She would bring hers in. There's nothing in here.
right.
Right. There's nothing in here. And it might make sense to have something for them to use when they're here. Well, I suppose it depends on the final outcome of the secretary position.
Right.
Yeah. So, but just in the back of our minds for money wise for
Yep.
whatever accounts we're using.
Yeah, we also need to look at what we have for, enforcement has a tablet. I don't know that Norm's using it. I assume he is not.
I don't think it is because I think it's still in our office.
That's, the one that was the deputy code.
Okay.
So there's two. So that would be something that would be easy to kind of repurpose for
Oh,
that.
yeah.
You could buy,
Yeah.
you can buy a keyboard for those.
Yep.
So that's also a way we can move forward without having to buy, 2 more laptops.
Right. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a really nice cover for my iPad that has a keyboard in it. So,
Yeah.
yeah. That's a great idea.
Yep.
I know that wraps up discussion items, but just so you both are aware, I reached out to the trail master for the land share riders to see if they
Oh.
gotten hold of the game warden yet. So we
Yeah.
try to work together with this community forum. There's no progress there, but
Okay.
Okay. Sounds good. I noticed that you left off individual discussion items. Is that just because on the agenda? Like,
I think we've covered everything together.
all right, sounds good to me.
Unless someone, I think maybe we should just have add-ons.
Yeah, I mean, if anything comes up, I think, just added on the abatements that we had, and that was pretty much it. All right, we have a citizen's request, and that would be Mr. Wright.
Yep. Okay, thank you for saying that. Couple of things, since it's just didn't say specifically what I was going to talk about. But my first concern was the ditching along some of these roads. The walls seem to be compromised or being undermined. They're digging really close to some of these walls, like a middle road. The wall is,
The rock walls along the edge?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've seen how close they come, and I know that Maya has addressed that in terms of what's needed for road maintenance. Certainly Maya can answer that better.
Okay, well, it just seems like middle road seems pretty radical.
It does, it looks pretty wide. But I do know that the maintenance that they spend and the time they spend on keeping it maintained, if they're not that clear, kind of undermines the whole.
Can you show me some evidence of that? Can you give me like a citizen's complaint that the roads aren't up to par? I mean, is there people complaining about roads? They want the roads widened, they want them.
Yeah, I don't think it's not a citizen's complaint, Jeff, that I'm aware of. It's road maintenance from road commissioner. And like, he would be better off to answer that than,
I was kind of hoping he was going to be here.
yeah.
Yeah, well, some of these walls, like over 200 years old, they're going to just start tumbling down. It's a shame. It's going to ruin the character of the town.
Yeah, I hope they don't. I agree. They're nice old walls.
Yeah, and we've never done this before. We've gone right up to a stone wall and went down 4 or 5 feet to make a ditch. And ditching should be revegetated too. There should be grass mats, because what happens is when you do the ditching, and if it's a slope, then if there's nothing there to keep it in place, it's going to just wash out and then fill up the drain. So it seems to me that, so is there a work plan that's going on with the road commissioner? Is there some type of work plan that you have that lays out everything that he's going to be doing for the next year?
That I don't know about the next year, about the whole year.
Have you ever thought about having the road commissioner come to a select board meeting and maybe discussing some things? so that the people know what's going on.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I know I've talked to him about his plans and about roads that he's wanting to be paved. But it'd be nice to have it in writing perhaps. Yeah.
I think some of the roads that need to be paved probably should be done before, like, switch from the heavy ditching to the paving, just swap off. Whatever gets the most complaints. I think in the other towns, they go by complaints. The more you complain, the faster that road gets repaired.
Yeah.
Budget Road, I tried to ask them to limit the loads on that road because it seems to be just a cut through for roads that instead of going up Elm Street, which is a state road, then the state would be responsible for it. They cut through Mudgett Road, and that road is getting a little bit wavy. I've asked for a load limit because other towns do that. When the road's not up to par, they just put a load limit on the roads posted so that it doesn't get damaged. Now that the road is being compromised again, because it was already repaved, and it didn't last very long because the heavy trucks are on it, the town's gonna have to eat that instead of having them use Elm Street, and let the state pick it up.
Yeah.
The state, it's a big state, and the taxpayers will be divided up. But when it comes to a town road, Parsonsfield, the people in Parsonsfield have to pay for that road. And it's just a matter of, I know it's an inconvenience to some people to go up Elm Street, take a left or right, but you can see it's a roller coaster. So, and since I'm here, I mentioned about how many permits were given in the last 5 years, house permits at the town meeting. Did you come up with any kind of figure on how many houses were built in the last 5 years?
That is in our comprehensive plan. Let's see if we can pull it up. It's not a figure I have on the top of my head. Okay.
I was looking at it the other day.
I know I pulled it up once. I was going to say, Aaron, you probably pulled it up before I did. No?
No.
New home starts. In general, Parsonsfield has been slow, with an uptick in 2018. In the year 22, let's go back to 2015, there were 7. 2020, it was unknown. 2022, there was 11. 23, there was 12. 24 and 25, I don't have in the comp plan, but that's 23 in those 2 years. And it seems to me there was 12 or more in 24. I don't have the exact total for you. I mean, I have those years, but I'd have to go back into,
Okay.
yeah.
All right,
It's, why do you ask?
well, because I know there was a lot of subdivisions that sat for a long time.
Yeah,
The house lots were just sitting there, and I've noticed that a lot of them are now being built.
seems like it.
So the subdivisions that were done years ago are now being, selling their house lots. I was just wondering, how many were built, let's say this year and last year.
I know Norm gave us his figures. But those are all good things to know.
Yeah, I thought that'd be in the CEO reports type thing.
He does give us a monthly permit report, but he hasn't been here that long to.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Prior to that, you're talking about,
But even the monthly permit reports, the building, it just is a building,
Issued.
so it doesn't differentiate between a new build and.
Yeah, I'm just concerned about how many houses. There was a select board member that mentioned maybe we should put a growth, a limit to how many houses that get built in Parsonsfield.
growth management.
Yeah, and with all those developments that already were done and that just sat for years, it was sort of like the sleeping giant. All of a sudden, those house lots are being sold and now we're building. Okay, so we'll move on from that. Veterans Day is coming up. And Tuesday, November 11th,
Yes,
it will be closed.
yes.
Correct.
In celebration of Veterans Day, it might be time to retire the flag that we have out there because it's torn and it's wrapped around the pole. It's not waving very good. Probably has to be what they call retired. And maybe a new one put up for Veterans Day.
Good project. Yep.
Take it to the American Legion, they'll do that for
The
us.
American Legion, we might need to get the fire department to get their truck over to get it up there, but
I don't think, it's just Lowe's up and down.
lower up and down.
Yeah, the kids used to do it every day.
Oh, it's cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
In the morning, they put it up, and in the evening, they take it down. But since it's out there all the time now, it's getting kind of weathered. I did notice it wasn't waving so proudly. Big tear in it.
Yeah, I don't know what the cost is. I know we had a letter from some group that was was promoting buy 60, get 60 kind of flags for these 250-year celebration, but
I don't think that was good.
I'm not for that, but
That's
buying
a lot of flags.
a lot of flags,
Go down Route 11 in Leamington.
right?
There's one on every pole.
Yeah, we can look into the cost of that.
But the one out here is torn.
Mm.
I know vets get upset when they see it.
Yeah. I know Porter has a specific area to bring your retired flags.
You can just burn it. I think it's legal.
Huh, I think that they
Yeah,
take
sometimes I do
them.
it at a protest.
Yeah, they take them. Porter takes the flags for retire. Yep.
Okay.
I just paid $179 for a new flag for the golf
flag.
course, so that's about the rough cost.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, there's supposed to be there's all-weather flags. The flags are inside and outside. All right, I think that's about it, I guess. I did notice the 4 metal chairs outside the gym door. Are those being thrown out?
No,
Okay, 'cause I was gonna say, don't throw them out. Get chair caps they could use on these chairs.
always looking.
Yeah, that's my problem. Always looking.
I don't think it's a
I
problem.
would say
It's not a
good
problem.
problem to have.
Right, it's a good problem. Yep.
Okay, that's all I've got. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, thanks. We did a lot of discussion during our workshop about other issues that we need to think about in the future. And other than that, you good?
Nothing from me.
Okay?
That's all I had for an update.
All right, sounds good. Motion to adjourn?
A second.
So moved and all in favor? Okay.
Did I put your stuff back in the right folder so they go to the right people?
I arranged it, but anyway, still.
Just let it run for 20 minutes.
Been done.